that, we bring in Virginia Republican House Delegate Mark Earley. He did not serve with Jay Jones, but they were in law school together at the same time. Mark, thank you very much for being with us. Give us a sense of the impact of this story in Virginia and how surprised you were to read these text messages from Jay Jones, who you went to law school with.
Well, Martha, thanks for having me. I think anybody would say that seeing these it totally shocks the conscience. And I think it goes without saying that this is completely and utterly disqualifying. I mean, let's just be clear about what he said. He said that he had 2 bullets to put in the head of the former House Republican Speaker. And if you can imagine, even worse than that, he said he wished he could see that man's children die in his wife's arms so that they would move on policy. That is sick beyond belief. It is utterly disqualifying. But Martha, what I want to make sure we understand is that this is not an isolated incident. This has become, unfortunately, a pattern. I mean, less than a month ago, the nation was shocked and shaken by Charlie Kirk's political assassination. And then we were doubly shaken by the reaction to that with so many celebrations and justifications. We had a school board member, even in my own county, post to her social media saying, "Call me old-fashioned, but I remember when we used to all be okay with shooting Nazis." Yeah. I mean, it's truly unbelievable. And then we have Abigail Spanberger throwing gasoline on the fire by telling her supporters to let their rage fuel them. And in the last 2 weeks alone, we've had 2 credible death threats against 2 of my Republican colleagues, so much so that arrests were made. And then right on the heels of that, we have these words by Jay Jones. So I'll tell you. Yes.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm curious what you think the impact on the race is, because nobody seems to be calling for him to step out of this race on the Democrat side. And as Mark Meredith just reported, you know, the election is already underway here. Abigail Spanberger said that, you know, obviously she took great umbrage at these comments, but she didn't call for him to drop out.
That's right, Martha. We haven't had any Democrats here in Virginia call for him to step aside, which is obviously what needs to happen here. He hasn't had one endorsement lost. My opponent in my House race has been completely silent on the issue, and silence is tacit support in these kind of cases. And then we had our Democratic House Speaker here call these texts a distraction. And on top of that, we have had statements put out by Democratic committees reaffirming their support for him. So I tell you, Martha, it is going to have an impact, because I'll tell you something. Regular folks are not okay with this. They do not want to be in a place where violence and the threat of violence is around every corner.
Yeah. I mean, he said, you know, like everyone sometimes sends texts they regrets. I don't think that these fall into the category of what most of us would consider, you know, a maybe regrettable text. Do you think this changes the election? I got to go soon. I know you do too. But what do you think?
I do think it changes the election, because it brings front and center the issue of overheated rhetoric and true political violence. And regular folks do not want that. And I'll tell you, on top of our side, from the top of the ticket to the bottom of the ticket, pushing the common sense issues like lower taxes and public safety and parents and education and keeping boys out of girls' bathrooms. On top of all that, people do not want to see this kind of violence and violence. So it does change the race.
All right, Mark Earley, thank you very much for joining us today. Everybody's going to be watching the situation in Virginia unfold. Thank you, sir.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.